rise if you can and remove your hats as we start tonight with the playing of our national anthem. You may be seated. Welcome, parents, families, friends, members of the Board of Education, fellow administrators, teachers, members of our community, and most especially the members of the 2026 graduating class. As your principal, it's always an honor to share in this special evening with all of you, and as we celebrate each and every one of you and all you've done to earn a seat here tonight. I'd like to begin tonight by introducing you to the first couple rows seated in front of you. Please stand and be recognized when I call your name. Audience, please hold your applause until I've introduced everyone in both rows. First, Mr. Kevin Doherty, Senior Class Advisor. Ms. Kate Piccini, Middle School Principal. Mr. John Cherasnowski, Elm Street Principal. Mr. Eric Resnicek, School Board Member. Mrs. Christy Zimmer, School Board Member. Mr. Bo Roscoe, School Board Member. Ms. Janelle Golden, School Board Member. Mrs. Colleen Talada, School Board Vice President. Mr. Karith Corral, Village of Waverly Mayor. Mr. Corey Robinson, School Board Member. Ms. Kristen Bailey, Director of Special Programs. Mr. Matt Talada, Director of Management Services. Ms. Liz McIntosh, Director of Curriculum and Instruction. Mr. Tom Walsh, Middle School Assistant Principal. And Mrs. Michelle Doherty, Senior Class Advisor. Mr. Ernie Murilli, High School Assistant Principal. Mr. Chad Ryla, High School Guidance Counselor. Matthew Mac Talada, the 2026 Class President. Hayden Howe, Top 10 Graduate. Logan Roscoe, Top 10 Graduate. Andrew Larrabee, Top 10 Graduate. Peyton Robinson, Salutatorian. Nate McEwen, Valedictorian. Dr. Eric Knowles, Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Parvin Mensch, School Board President. Mackenzie Chamberlain, Top 10 Graduate. Thomas Tracy, Top 10 Graduate. Grace Spalding, Top 10 Graduate. Haley Larrabee, Top 10 Graduate. Sophie Williams, Top 10 Graduate. Ms. Jennifer Fish, High School Guidance Counselor. Mrs. Jackie Pico, High School Assistant Principal. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. Graduation is always a proud tradition here in the Waverly community, and this beautiful ceremony is possible due to many efforts of many people. There's weeks and weeks of preparation needed to organize diplomas, awards, programs, seating charts, and so much more. So please join me in thanking and recognizing Mrs. Stacy Santalucia, who's on the field tonight with us, my administrative assistant, for all of her help in the coordination of this evening. She will also be taking pictures of the graduates tonight on the field that we will be sharing via a link after the ceremony. So thanks, Stacy, for that. Our school counselors, Mr. Chad Ryla and Ms. Jennifer Fish, they deserve special thanks as well for their efforts throughout the school year and the busy season in their office. Waverly's maintenance and custodial staff has once again put in many hours of setup and details here in the stadium, right up to the very hour tonight. And I have to say once again, everything looks amazing, so thank you to Mr. Talada's team. Special thanks to Linda Vogel from the Valley Flower Shop, who's arranged our student corsages and flowers for tonight. Kudos to our student helpers from National Honor Society on the concourse tonight, distributing the programs. And lastly, from the press box tonight, Mr. Kyle Ackland, our Director of Technology, Ms. Carly Volpe, and two of our current students, Mr. Castor Whitman and Ms. Harper Verano, who are assisting with the technology needs tonight, the live stream feed, and our amazing photos that will be projected behind us as we distribute diplomas. Thank you. We're going to do some acknowledgements tonight by bringing our student leaders to the podium with the opportunity to address you all. I'd like to Mr. Matthew Mac Talada, the president of the class of 2026. On behalf of the class, he'll officially welcome you to our ceremony tonight. Mac, please take your place at the podium.
We'll get there eventually, trust me. All righty, here we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waverly Memorial Stadium. Proud to be hosting its third year of varsity flag football. That's the wrong script. Let me try that again. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mac Talada, and I'm proud to be the president of the Waverly class of 2026. I'm even more proud to welcome you to the class of 2026 graduation. If you don't know me, I love to talk. So in middle school, I asked my mother, Mom, how do I get a speech in graduation? And she said, well, sweetie, you have to be either valedictorian, salutatorian, or class president. And in unison, we said, well, there's only one option. So I ran for class president, and I won. The people sitting behind me are the people to thank for that. So after I won, I asked my wonderful father, Pops, what do I want to talk about in my speech? Should I try to inspire the people? Should I leave them with a quote that they'll think about forever? And my wonderful father said to me, son, nobody cares what you have to say. They just want to watch their kid graduate. And I listened. Originally, I had this written, waiting for all y'all. So afterwards, after his advice, I cut it down to just 137 pages. We're in for a long night tonight. Let's start with the thank yous. Thank you to all the teachers and administrators for making my school life fantastic. I'd like to thank the Board of Education for having me join them for the past year. Let's see, who's next? I'd like to thank specifically the music teachers, who two of them are sitting on the field tonight, for making me love what I want to do after high school. And truly, without the help of them, I wouldn't know what I want to do right now. Next up is I want to thank the custodian and maintenance crew who keep this place tight, baby, as Dickie Perry says. I'd like to thank my aunts and uncles who are here and or watching on the live stream for always supporting me. Let's see, who's next? I couldn't forget them. My wonderful grandparents. You know, if you know them, you know this. They are legitimately the nicest and most caring people in the world. And I don't know what I'd do without you. Let's see. My sister. I might rag on you quite a bit at home. However, you really have pushed me to be up here just because I want to one-up her. Let's see. Next is my dad and Carrie. You are always there for me, supporting me throughout anything I ever need to do. And Dad, you're not a bad guy. Let's see, that leaves last but not least, my wonderful mother. You are what people call their rock. And I literally couldn't be here without you. And there's not enough thank yous to go around for that. Let's see. Now on to the next section. Everything I wrote up to this point was in September. I couldn't even get an idea until May. That's how long it took me to write this. I would be remiss if I didn't write about music, as that is my foreseeable future. But a lot has happened in the past 4 years. We grew, some less than others, and in some way, each of us has changed. 4 years ago, everyone behind me walked into high school, not knowing what's next. Now, hopefully, everyone has found in some way their passion. If it's medicine, business, education, or even music. That's where the best part of my life is. That little corner in the school, almost hidden away. But in truth, everyone's passion is in a corner to start. But in the end, it ends up being right in the middle. That's the best part about life. In the beginning, you could have no clue what you want to do in life. But by the time you take that next step, you know where your heart is going. It's one of the biggest things I want to leave with my fellow classmates. You may not know what you want to do, but somewhere in a little corner, a passion is waiting for you. So I know nobody cares about this, but I'll leave you with a quote. A man who lived just 20 minutes away. The famous author Mark Twain wrote, "Find your passion, and you'll never work a day in your life." That's how life should be lived. And today is the first step in that direction. Next up will be our wonderful salutatorian, Mr. Peyton Robinson, but I just got one more thing to say. Everything is great, and let's go!
Thank you, Mac. As a salutatorian, I'm expected to say something inspiring and life-changing. No pressure, right? It's only the second most important speech of the night. When people usually hear salutatorian, they usually think, wow, that's impressive. I hear something a little different. I hear Ricky Bobby saying, if you ain't first, you're last. So I guess tonight I'm here to prove that's not always true. But seriously, standing here today feels surreal. 4 years ago, we walked into this building as freshmen. Some of us were confident, some of us were nervous, and most of us were just trying to find our class. We thought we had high school all figured out. Looking back now, I think it's safe to say we had absolutely no idea what was ahead of us. Over the last 4 years, we've grown in ways we never expected. We learned lessons in the classroom, but we also learned lessons outside of it. Yes, we learned formulas, wrote essays, took tests, and watched the clock count down to the end of the class. But more importantly, we learned how to be there for each other. We learned how to handle setbacks, celebrate victories, and keep moving forward when things didn't go our way. We learned who we are, what matters to us, and who we want to become. And when I look back in these last 4 years, those are the lessons that I'll remember most. I don't think back over report cards or GPA rankings. I think about the memories. I think about the friendships that started in elementary school and lasted all the way up to graduation. I think about the mornings when it was barely light out, and I was sitting in my truck in the school parking lot with my friends, waking up the neighbors. I think about grabbing dinner after soccer practice, the Disney band trip that none of us wanted to end, and the late night doing English assignments that I definitely had plenty of time to fish earlier. These moments may seem small now, but they're the moments that made these years special. They're the moments that turn classmates into friends and turn a group of students into a family. I'd like to thank our parents, family, teachers, and coaches, and everyone who helped us to get to this point. Thank you for supporting us, encouraging us, and believing in us even when we doubted ourselves. As we leave here tonight, each of us will take a different path. Some of us are heading to college, some into the workforce, some into the military, and some are still figuring things out. And that's okay. Life isn't about having every answer right now. It's about having the courage to take the next step. No matter where life takes us, I hope we never forget the people sitting beside us. The people who made us laugh, helped us through tough times, celebrated our success, and made these 4 years unforgettable. Years from now, we may not remember every formula we learned or every test we took, but remember the memories we made together. I'd also like to take a moment to thank the people who helped me become the person I am today. To my grandparents, thank you for the constant love and support and encouragement you give me throughout my life. To my girlfriend, thank you for always believing in me, supporting me through everything. To my friends, thank you for all the memories, the laughs, and the experiences we shared throughout high school. It wouldn't have been the same without you. And Braden, congrats on graduating. I never doubted you, and I know you'll continue to do great things. Last but certainly not least, my parents. You are the reason I'm standing here today. You have sacrificed more for me than I can ever put into words. This recognition may have my name on it, but it belongs to you too. Thank you for every early morning, every late night, every ride, every lesson, and every sacrifice you made over the last 18 years. I love you, and I can never fully express how grateful I am for everything you've done. Before I finish, I want everyone to take a second and look around. The people sitting next to you have been a part of your story for years. Some of them you know since kindergarten, some became your closest friends only recently. No matter how long you've known each other, this is one of the last times we'll all be together in the same room. That's what makes tonight so special. So class of 2026, be proud of what you've accomplished. Be proud of the challenges you overcome, the friendships you built, and the memories you made. Tonight isn't about celebrating where we've been. It's about looking forward to where we're going. 2,340 days, 16,380 hours, countless memories, and now a lifetime of possibilities ahead of us. Congratulations, class of 2026. We made it. I would now like to invite our valedictorian, Nate McEwen, to the podium to speak.
Thank you, Peyton. Okay. Good evening, everyone. After those before me, I won't claim to be a good speaker. Honestly, of all the challenges that came with being valedictorian, this is probably the most difficult one. If I had a choice between standing up here today or taking all of my finals again, let's just say you probably wouldn't be seeing me up here. Unfortunately for me, and fortunately for all of you, I am here, so let's begin. When people think about school, they usually think about all the studying, the grades, the tests, and the deadlines. And yeah, school is about all those things. It can be exhausting. Some of the late nights that I've spent working up to a deadline still haunt me. Convincing yourself that you'll just work for 30 more minutes on an easy assignment, then somehow looking up 3 hours later and questioning every life decision you've ever made is probably a core part of being a student. But I'm not here to talk about the stress or the achievements. As proud as I am, that's not what school was to me. School was fun. Looking back, it was all the moments in between the classes and the studying that really stick with me. It was the conversation before class starts, the random laughter in the hallway when nothing important was happening, and the group work that somehow contained only 10% of actual work, 90% nonsense, but still ended up being the best grades I got. And then there are all the inside jokes. Everyone had them in some kind of form, the small moments that make no sense to anyone outside the people who were there. Half the time they weren't even funny when you try to explain them. Explaining them usually makes them sound even worse, but somehow they became unforgettable. That's what's so strange about how memory works. We spend years worrying about grades and exams and rankings and deadlines. We tell ourselves that those are the things that we'll remember. Yet somehow, all the years later, what survives are the moments that were completely insignificant at the time. There are entire assignments and lessons that I know I've forgotten already. There are definitely days that I could not describe to you even if I tried. But somehow, those small moments remain. Some things you look back on, you don't even remember clearly, but they still fill you with such profound joy and nostalgia that you know it came from a place of happiness. I think that's what we'll really keep with us after today. Not just the grades or the transcripts or the titles, but all the joy that grew here. And speaking of things that do make absolutely no sense to anyone else, apparently, although the context of this one particular joke has been lost, I do remember that I'm supposed to end this speech with some kind of phrase. Unfortunately, after all this time, I have completely forgotten what it was. Again, that is the essence of these kind of jokes. They're fleeting and they're permanent. That said, I think this speech itself is enough to finally satisfy that long-standing joke. Thank you for finally completing this joke with me. I would now like to ask all the seniors who participate in band to stand from their seats and join the other members of the senior high band and Mr. Feinberg for their last performance of their high school career. One Republic song, Counting Stars.
I'd like to thank and Mr. Matt Feinberg for their participation tonight. The marching and performance bands are some of the best in the area and always represent the Big W so well. A special thank you to those class of 2026 senior band members for their last performance, and to Mr. Feinberg on a job well done. Before I begin tonight, you want to hear something a little special about this group of seniors? Did you know that this class has 6 sets of twins? That's right, 6. One set had one graduate early, but the other half is on the field, and another set has transitioned to homeschool over the years. However, the other 4 sets are sitting here tonight in front of you. Bitts, Cipollina's, Larrabee's, Williams, and Hunt. Will you wave? Wave up high. Doesn't happen very often that we get that many, and I wanted to point that out. There's also something else that stands out about this class. These are the kids whose middle school journey began in chaos. Their 6th grade year ended in one of the most frightening times in recent history. Their lives became filled with words like mask and social distancing and virtual learning during one of the most crucial times of an education, middle school. It was hard for everyone, especially our kids, socially, academically, and emotionally. Their milestones weren't the same, motivation was a struggle, friendships were strained, nothing looked like it was supposed to through their entire middle school experience. And still they kept going, growing, and becoming. Through every setback, they adapted. Through every challenge, they found strength far beyond their years. And they made it here tonight, the end of a journey and the beginning of another. Graduation. It's a time to celebrate past achievements, a moment to realize just how far you've come. It's also a time to reflect on goals that you've reached, to set new ones, and more importantly, to renew your commitment to yourself and the values that shape you. Core values act as an internal anchor and guiding principle. They define who you are, what you stand for, and shape every decision you make in life. These become more important as you step out of high school and into adulthood, creating a sense of individuality. How do you do that? Redefine success. Shift your focus away from grades, those markers of success, and move towards finding personal happiness and fulfillment. Stay true to yourself. Don't conform to societal pressures. Instead, use your inner voice and your core values to drive those decisions that you make. And continue learning. Remember, the end of a formal education is only the beginning of a lifelong journey of discovery. Anybody that knows me well knows I'm a fan of music, classic rock and country in particular, and have seen the man that they call the Chief, AKA Mr. Eric Church, in concert many times. He tends to be the guy that doesn't win fancy awards from music associations and is often passed by from mainstream programming. However, his songs are an autobiographical story of his life. He's a man that has his own XM channel called The Outsiders. Isn't that fitting for him? And a fan base called the Church Choir. Again, very perfect name for a loyal fan base. He has an education-based philanthropy that provides clothing and educational needs to underprivileged children right here in America. And he's part of an owner in an athletic NBA team. He was single-handedly the person that raised $24 million in relief funds for the North Carolina mountain community he lives in from the floods from Hurricane Helene. He's a man that makes music from the heart, and every song tells a story. Whether that story is about faith, family, experience, or even his hometown, the story is raw and it's real. And it hits home to many of his listeners. And I would dare say that anyone from our community looks up to someone like that and can relate to many of those songs and stories. I would also encourage all the students in front of me to strive to be like him. Eric Church was most recently celebrated at the commencement speech for the University of North Carolina just about a month ago. If you haven't listened to that 18-minute speech, I would implore you to do so. It's a great podcast. I've listened several times over the last couple weeks, and each time I feel more grounded in making that commitment to myself. He didn't write that speech to get praise, or to make the nightly news, or to get over 1 million likes on social media. He did it because of his connection to his community, the connection to the university, his relationship with people in North Carolina, people that were similar to him, and his belief that he could make an impact or have some words of advice for someone that may need it. In the speech, he uses an analogy of 6 guitar strings to represent 6 pillars in one's life. And he says, 6 strings. When all 6 are in tune, the chords they can make can stop a conversation cold or make a room full of strangers feel like they've known each other for forever. Either situation is sure to be impactful. He goes on to speak about a balanced life, one that consists of a foundation in faith, relationships with your family or a loved one, ambition, resilience, and response to failure, his community, and a sense of individuality and authenticity in oneself. Life, or that guitar, as he calls it, constantly goes out of tune, and success isn't about perfection. It's about pausing, recognizing what's off, and then adjusting. People need to keep tuning those areas regularly so that their lives stay meaningful and aligned to those core values. In summary, that speech tells us the difference between a life that sounds like music and a life that sounds like noise is whether you stop and listen and make the adjustment that's necessary. I think that's a statement that we can all live by, and our new graduates can use that to create their future path to success. Congratulations, graduates, and good luck on those next steps in your journey. And just like a great musical selection and a song's story, here's to keeping your life in tune. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to welcome our district superintendent, Dr. Eric Knowles, to the podium.
It's a tough act to follow behind Mac Talita, the junior JV voice of the Wolverines. Okay, Ashley, we just had the wind here. What do we got? There we go. Welcome, Wolverine Nation. Good to see everybody in the house. Can I get a big round of applause for our speakers over here who got us started? You know, last weekend we had kids all over the state competing in competitions, and the skeet team won their 3rd state title in a row. It's been neat to see the W get pushed all over the state. People know who we are, where we come from, what we're about, and it makes me really proud. And it's in all aspects, from art to FBLA to FFA to skeet to track, football. It doesn't matter. And these are the kids who for the last 4 years have done it. So thank you. Tonight's a celebration. It's the culmination of thousands of days, hundreds of assignments, countless practices, performances, competitions, tests, and more moments when you wondered if graduation would actually arrive. Well, it's here. As I was thinking about what I could share tonight, I found myself thinking about fortune cookies. I don't know why. Every group has something different. Usually it's a song or something. I'm super close with a lot of these guys. And I just got fortune cookies in my head, so I don't know, so I went with it. So bear with me. Now, the fortune cookie is a fascinating little thing. It's about the size of a golf ball. They usually taste a little stale, and somehow you're expected to summarize your future on a strip of paper the size of a postage stamp. For example, I don't think my wife's here tonight, just in case this is relationship advice, or I don't know. My mom is here, so that's be careful. You have a wonderful mother. Oh, there you go. Yeah. This is perfect. Your mental health is a treasure. Guard it with love. It's a little spooky, guys. Sometimes fortune cookies tell you to take risks. Sometimes they tell you that wealth is coming. You're going to meet someone important. They're going to give you some lucky numbers that I play in the lotto, yet I still come back to work. They're entertaining because they offer simple answers to complicated lives. The truth is, life is full of fortune cookies. They'll tell you where you should live. They'll tell you what's important. They'll tell you how to be successful. Social media will tell you what happiness looks like. Influencers will tell you what confidence is. Friends will tell you what they think matters to you. Strangers will tell you what you ought to become. Everyone has advice. Some of it's good, some of it not so much. And sometimes you'll receive completely opposite advice from two people equally committed to thinking they're right. So what do? You don't live by someone else's fortune. You live by your own foundation. Think about the fortune cookie for a moment. The message is on the inside, not the outside. I think that's a pretty good metaphor for life. The greatest guide isn't what everyone else writes for you. It's what's already inside of you. Your values, your character, your integrity, your faith, your compassion, your honesty, your work ethic. That's your center. When your center is strong, life is a little easier to navigate. Not because life gets easier, because it doesn't. You'll experience setbacks. You'll fail. Plans will change. Doors will close. People will disappoint you. You will disappoint people. Sometimes you'll disappoint yourself. But if your center remains solid, you will find a way to rebound. You'll adapt. You'll grow. You'll keep moving. Here at Waverly, you've learned more than algebra, chemistry, and history. You've learned resilience. You've learned teamwork. And you've learned that success does not happen overnight. Whether you competed on our athletic fields, performed on stage, built something with your hands, volunteered in our community, earned college credits, learned a trade, or simply showed up every day trying to get better than you were the day before, you have done that. You realized work matters. Talent's wonderful. Opportunity's valuable. Luck is nice when it shows up once in a while. But work wins every single day. I've watched you accomplish amazing things. Not because you were always the smartest person in the room, not because it came naturally, but because you showed up again and again and again. Hard work has a funny way of opening doors that talent alone cannot. Character has a way of keeping those doors open. As you leave Waverly tonight, you'll enter a world that changes faster than any generation before you. AI will change careers. Technology will change industries. Jobs that exist today may disappear tomorrow. New opportunities will arrive that haven't even been invented yet. But here's the good news. Technology changes, character does not. Tools may evolve, but the values that make you trustworthy, dependable, kind, courageous, and hardworking never go out of style. Those values will never be outdated. The Wolverine community has always believed there's something bigger than individual success. Our motto is simple: kids, community, each other. It's not just something we put on a banner. It's a reminder that success isn't measured only by what you accomplish. It's measured by who you become and how you treat the people around you. Those people will remember whether you were dependable, not how many soccer goals you scored. They're going to remember whether you were honest, not how many three-pointers you made. They're going to know whether you cared. They're going to know whether you made someone else's life a little better. That's the kind of success worth chasing. So tonight, class of 2026, I have one final fortune for you. Hopefully it's not mental health like mine. This one's not in a cookie. I hope you'll carry it the rest of your life. Build your life from the inside out. Let your values guide your decisions. Let your character shape your reputation. Let your work ethic create your opportunities. And when the world offers you 1,000 different fortunes about who you should become, remember this: you don't need someone else to predict your future. You have the ability to build it. Congratulations, class of 2026. Go confidently, work hard, stay true to your center, make your families proud, make your community proud. Most importantly, make yourself proud. May your future be filled with promise, courage, and opportunities that are earned through character and hard work. Congratulations, and always, what do we say, Mac? Let's go! I forgot this one year. It was kind of important. I would now like to ask Mr. Parvin Mensch, President of the Board of Education, and all of our board members to please rise for the official certification of the class. All board members, if you will please rise. The class of 2026 has completed all requirements for graduation set forth by the State of New York, the Board of Regents, and the Waverly Central School District. Therefore, as the Waverly Central School District Superintendent, I hereby certify that they are eligible for graduation, and you are therefore authorized to confer upon them their high school diplomas. All you, Ash.
Okay, we're going to begin our diploma presentation by reading our top 10 and class president names and accolades first. After that, the diploma presentation is in alphabetical order for the remainder of the class. Each student will pause briefly at the 50-yard line after accepting their diploma for a perfect picture. At this time, if I could ask our assistant principal, Mr. Ernie Murilli, to come forward to assist with the presentation of diplomas, and have our front row of students please move to their positions.
Nathan McEwen, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation with Honors, Mastery in Math and Mastery in Science, 2026 Series Scholarship for Academic Excellence, BOCES Southern Tier Scholar, Class of 2026 and Lions Club Prize, Jane Barbier Memorial Award, Mark Twain Scholastic Achievement Award, R.E. Fraley Technology and Engineering Scholarship. Peyton Robinson, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Mastery in Science, 2026 Series Scholarship for Academic Excellence, BOCES Southern Tier Scholar, Mark Twain Scholastic Achievement Award, Salutatorian Award, Vietnam Moving Wall Award, and Leprino Scholarship. Andrew Larrabee, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, 2026 Series Scholarship for Academic Excellence, Mark Twain Scholastic Achievement Award. Logan Roscoe, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, 2026 Series Scholarship for Academic Excellence, Mark Twain Scholastic Achievement Award, Sons of Italy Thomas M. Pica Business Management Award. Hayden Howe, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Mark Twain Scholastic Achievement Award. Mackenzie Chamberlain, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Junior League of Greater Elmira Corning Scholarship, Owego Elks Lodge 1039 Youth Citizenship Award. Thomas Tracy, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Mastery in Science, Career Development and Occupational Studies Credential, Mark Twain Scholastic Achievement Award. Grace Spalding, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Career Development and Occupational Studies Credential, Leadership Crew Scholarship, Wolverine Den Scholarship, Vietnam Moving Wall Award, Wright Family Scholarship. Haley Larrabee, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation. Sophie Williams, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation with Honors, Mastery in Math and Mastery in Science, Guthrie Employee Scholarship. Matthew Talada, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Career Development and Occupational Studies Credential, Outstanding Senior Award, Rotary Jeff Tracy Citizenship Award, and Waverly Administrators Award. At this time, Mrs. Pico will read the names and accolades of the remaining members of the class of 2026.
Sierra Allen, Regents Diploma, Career Development and Occupational Studies Credential, Attorney General Civic Ambassador Award, Rotary Jeff Tracy Citizenship Award, Walt Robbins Memorial Award. Ronan Alt, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, New York State Comptroller's Award. Jillian Becker, Regents Diploma. Troy Beeman, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation. Brylin Bellis Peters, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Career Development and Occupational Studies Credential, Catherine P. Kerrigan Award, Sons of Italy Joseph M. Pica Letterman Award. Jesse Bolito, Regents Diploma. Preston Beesmer, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development and Occupational Studies Credential. Hayden Bill, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development and Occupational Studies Credential. Christina Bitts, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development and Occupational Studies Credential. Wayne Bitts, Career Development and Occupational Studies Credential. Trevor Blauvelt, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, R.E. Fraley Technology and Engineering Scholarship. Evelyn Boots, Regents Diploma, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Olivia Brown, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Haley Burdick, Regents Diploma. Tristan Campbell, Regents Diploma. Jessica Carey, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Carol Reed Lioness Achievement Award. Allie Chandler, Local Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. James Chapman, Regents Diploma. Olivia Chersnowski, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Achieve Scholarship, American Red Cross Scholarship, Waverly Administrators Award. Braden Chilson, Regents Diploma, Rotary Floyd Beers Scholarship. Olivia Cipollina, Regents Diploma, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Riley Cipollina, Regents Diploma, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential, Wolverine Den Scholarship. Claire Clanch, Regents Diploma. Haley Coyne, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development and Occupational Credential. Madison Cran, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential, John Bradley Doan Scholarship, Thomas McKee Memorial Award. Porter Dodonna, Regents Diploma. Kendra Davenport, Regents Diploma. Carter Davies, Local Diploma. Dalton Davis, Regents Diploma. Caitlin De La Cruz, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Yep. Aiden Doherty, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Ellis Walker Cooper Scholarship. Ashlyn Dragoo, Regents Diploma. Jocelyn Eisenberry Granger, Regents Diploma, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Jaren Ennis, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Kaylin Finnemore, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Cameron Fisk, Regents Diploma. Gage Floyd, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation. Wyatt Freer, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Career and Occupational Studies credential, Waverly Sportsman's Club Award. Dakota French, Regents Diploma. Landon Frisbee, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement. Tim George, Regents Diploma, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Caden Hayes, Regents Diploma. Emily Hilliker, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Walt Robbins Memorial Award. Ilana Holmes, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, New York State Triple C Award. Addison Hunt, Regents Diploma, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential, Order of the Eastern Star Waverly Lodge 9 Award, Wright Family Scholarship, Donald E. Coach Ennis Memorial Award, and the Waverly Administrators Award. Valerie Hurd, Regents Diploma. Derek Johnson, Regents Diploma. Hunter Johnson, Regents Diploma, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Are you ready? Nathan Kellogg, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation and Technical Endorsement, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Alexandria Kimball, Regents Diploma. Mira Kittle, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation. Oscar Klausner, Regents Diploma, Career and Occupational Studies credential, Walt Robbins Memorial Award. Whoa. Clarice Lewis, Regents Diploma, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential, Catherine P. Kerrigan Award. Peyton Lepresti Hotalon, Local Diploma, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential, Wolverine Den Scholarship. Tabitha Lynn, Regents Diploma. Rachel Melanowski, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation in Technical Endorsement, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Miev McAuliffe, Regents Diploma. Logan McCartney, Regents Diploma, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Kane McCutcheon, Local Diploma, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Olivia Mikio, Regents Diploma. Tristan Miller, Regents Diploma, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Austin Moffett, Regents Diploma. Michaela Myers, Regents Diploma, Career and Occupational Studies credential. Christopher Neary, Regents Diploma. Riley Newberry, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Devin Newman, Regents Diploma. Eli Newman, Local Diploma, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Jared Newman, Regents Diploma. Keelana Peppard, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development, and Occupational Studies credential. Skylar Perry, Regents Diploma, Career Development, and Occupational Studies credential. Adriana Pressure, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development, and Occupational Studies credential. Chloe Quick, Regents Diploma. Jonathan Reedy, Regents Diploma. Cameron Riley, Regents Diploma, Career Development, and Occupational Studies credential. Braden Robbins, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development, and Occupational Studies credential. Cooper Robinson, Regents Diploma, Vietnam Moving Wall Scholarship. Elizabeth Robinson, Local Diploma, Career Development, and Occupational Studies credential. Jordan Rogers, Local Diploma, Career Development, and Occupational Studies credential. Sydney Rosenblum, Regents Diploma, Career Development, and Occupational Studies credential, New York State Comptroller's Award. Colton Rosh, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Southern Tier Technology Engineering Mike McKilligan Award. Megan Shaver, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Mastery in Math, Career Development, and Occupational Studies credential. Hogan Shaw, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, George H. Porter Memorial Award, Nancy Campbell Shaw, Class of 1957 Award, New York State Triple C Award. Nolan Scheffler, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development, and Occupational Studies credential, Class of 1975 Award, New York Off-Road Association Scholarship, Candor American Legion Auxiliary Kate Whittemore Memorial Scholarship. Sophia Saleo, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Career Development, and Occupational Studies credential. Joshua Silva, Regents Diploma. Hudson Sink, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation. Jacob Sinsaba, Regents Diploma. Brian Smith Jr., Regents Diploma. Courtney Snyder, Regents Diploma. Carter Stark, Regents Diploma. Kirsten Stout, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development, and Occupational Studies Credential. Delphine R. Taylor Scholarship Fund in memory of Mary Muldoon. Aaliyah Sitalo Aguirre, Regents Diploma, Career Development, and Occupational Studies Credential. Isaiah Sutton, Regents Diploma. Caitlin Sutton, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development, and Occupational Studies Credential. Shiley Swank, Regents Diploma, Career Development, and Occupational Studies Credential. Muzamal Tahir, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement. Samab Tahir, Regents Diploma. Eli Tenney, Local Diploma, Career Development, and Occupational Studies Credential. Emma Vanderhoof, Regents Diploma, Waverly Sportsman's Club Award. Brance Van Dyke, Regents Diploma. Trent Van Heusen, Regents Diploma. Ty Varga, Regents Diploma. Michaela Walker, Regents Diploma. Delaney Wheeler, Regents Diploma. It's Finn. Finn first. Finn Williams, Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation, Career Development, and Occupational Studies Credential. Frank Williams Jr., Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development, and Occupational Studies Credential. Jocelyn Wise, Regents Diploma. Ava Whitman, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development, and Occupational Studies Credential. Alice Walker Cooper Scholarship. Dominic Wilcott, Regents Diploma, Career Development and Occupational Studies credential. Chris Yerrison, Regents with Advanced Designation. Savannah Young, Regents Diploma with Technical Endorsement, Career Development, and Occupational Studies credential. Trevor Zimmer, Regents Diploma. Emily Zook, Local Diploma, Career Development, and Occupational Studies credential.
We have one last message tonight. Hopefully our board behind us is going to be showing in just 1 second. That was my cue. Many of you know we had a foreign exchange student this year, and he had to leave us last week early and miss graduation. So he has sent us a message from Germany. It is about 2 a.m. there, so hopefully this works. Mr. Tomo Bruns.
Good evening, everyone. 10 months at Waverly High School have been an unforgettable experience for me. From the very beginning, I felt welcomed and included. Waverly High School quickly became like a second home to me. I had the chance to meet incredible people, learn a lot, and experience so many things I will always be grateful for. A very special thank you goes out to all my friends. You made this year unforgettable for me. Thank you for all the laughter, support, and the memories we created together. I will always remember the time with you. I also want to thank you all of my teachers. Thank you for all your guidance, patience, and encouragement throughout the year. This experience has helped me grow as a person, and I will always carry it with me. And finally, congratulations to all of my classmates. Today is your graduation, and you should be proud of it. You deserve this moment. Enjoy it.
He's hopefully watching on the live stream, so we miss you, Tomo. Thank you, Mr. Morelli, Ms. Pico, Mr. Knowles, our board members. We have just distributed 128 passports to the next adventures in these students' lives. These diplomas are not participation trophies. They're earned documentation of perseverance and hard work, and a lot of it. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we congratulate you. On the back of your program tonight is our district alma mater. At this time, I would ask our senior members of the chorus and the band to join Mr. Feinberg and the band in the playing of our alma mater. Chorus and band members, please join. At this time, if I could have everyone in the audience, please stand. little fun fact. The author of that alma mater graduated from this school 95 years ago tonight. It's a long time, and that speaks volumes when they sing that, whether it's at a game or an event like tonight. As we bring this ceremony to a close, I'm going to ask that families please remain in their seats during our recessional. Once the students have completed the recessional to the back gate, you may join your graduate on the concourse or down here on the field for more pictures. However, we have one last thing to do. The class president, Mac Talita, will now lead our graduates through the traditional throwing of the caps. Mac, it's your turn.
Blow with me. I go everywhere. I don't know where it's going to go.
And as they gather their caps, I present to you for the very last time this evening the Waverly High School class of 2026 graduates. Congratulations, and have a great rest of your evening. Thank you all for your cooperation. You may join us on the field. Thank you.
Mine do the same to you.